Hey guys, it's Miss Q. I'm not sure why my camera isn't working, so I'm sorry about that. But let's talk about recognizing genre and informational texts. So, our learning objective today is that after learning about the genre of informational text, readers will identify and describe characteristics of informational texts. So, the first thing I want you to do is think about what is an informational text? So, an informational text presents readers with information or ideas about real people, places, and things. So, there are some key elements to informational text, and supporting evidence is one of them, but we're going to talk about some of the others first. So, one of the key elements of informational text is a thesis slash main idea, which is the central point or argument of the text. We also have supporting evidence, which is another key element in informational text. And those are things like details, facts, examples, statistics, and expert opinions. Statistics are those things, if you didn't know, where it'll say like 75% of people believe this. That's a statistic. And an expert opinion is someone who is very knowledgeable about an area telling us their opinion. So, the typical structure of an informational text is that we have an introduction, which is going to build to a thesis. So, there's going to be kind of some hype, and then we get to a thesis statement. Then we have body paragraphs, which are going to include those key ideas, and they're going to add that supporting evidence to prove our thesis statement. And then we're going to have a conclusion, which is going to restate the most important ideas that the writer wants readers to remember. So there are different patterns that you can use to write an informational text or that you'll see in informational text. So the first one is you might write or read an informational text where things are ordered by how important they are. You might see this in things like maybe where they're trying to convince you of something, right? Where they're saying, this is the main reason why you should believe me, and here are the others, right? You also could see something written in chronological order, which is the order in which things happened. This might be something to do with history, or it might be like a biography, the story of someone's life, that kind of thing. Another example would be cause and effect. You might see this again in history, but kind of from a broader perspective. You might see it in science where it's like, because this happened, then this happened. So there are different forms of informational writing. There are essays, pamphlets, news and magazine articles, textbook articles, and nonfiction books. Then there is a purpose to informational writing. So any writing with the intent or goal to share information qualifies as an informational text. So at the bottom of your page, just like normal, you're going to go ahead and write that Cornell Notes summary. Here are some sentence starters for you. Remember that you need to have at least 2 to 3 sentences in your summary. More is better.